Amade se mamuna jo UTV so eni ebraso amaimu amonen samufu aboabo no yede nyina besomo se kasebo ensama de eba no edoso didima kotire bi ene se mampani abedi His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia ede atudwa chese investors wo wiase nyina no ebredu so beba man Ghana mu abebie nyuma wo man emu
amanyoku ahodo be enum omo opposition mu a NDC amanyoku no ka ho bi akwa saman abato commissar e wo court say eye voter registration exercise no mo so be register e wo district offices nko
West Africa hampenfo pese yedisi kabako eno nam so ema ECOWAS monitoring zone penfo wo ma be hiemu e wo man Ghana mu
onimonyafo kojo ponkroma wo yesoafo a wo hye nkrato nsem so e de atodwa e de afutu akwa magana de hye nyina se yento oman Ghana endrechire se de be de yedie ebebrain
yeremeko Pristia na de hye wo Pristia chese omakwan nye nti wo nyina yo ye kire kehye pa etia aban
na nananom panyifo a ebo ahafomantemu ekiremu omuso abontrene se omobeye oye kire ebo hwidiem kwan a empanyifo atune jeje mu no emu weni nsem bi eka ho enanwumrei yede ba besomo se nunsia brem ekase ebo abana bayi yenya no enimidin mene
David Ofori Safo yemfasada ema Desaway chocolate drink do here ye unsu share special ice mineral water special drinks come up maunsa enkebi Best Point Savings and Loans Limited awone bank anom din sa so abibia be koyie dia ma ho dial *277# nene bank no nkasa na Best Assurance o madaroma ne den sem no eba na ye hyasia na ye ko Ghana mampani abedi echi His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia aseye baninkase e de ato investors wo wiase afana nyina anim se omampani Akufuado ane ne MPP aban no wo me nhye pa agua pono so a ebredu sesa empanifo nyina wo mbeba Ghana na ma be bie nyuma ha se isanze wo be bie nyuma wo Ghana wo mbenya emfaso pi
Ghana-Colombia Economic Forum jumadi ase no na Ghana mampanya be di chire His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia de sansema nyina etudwa openye ne kasayem no na wochim so hwadwadie na yonkofa eda Ghana na Colombia ntemu a efepa afihwe amambre eni amane Ghana-Colombia so a eya sempo na chese no so no efepa na oman Ghana na Colombia ye ni swadi hunu se ebeboa se aman mienu wondwadie ni sikasem so bekon kan so no ye nyina no ekamia ko se ni swadi hunu no so no eye koro ewo ye ntemu Ghana mampanya be de chire kasa biam de tudwa so hwen hye no tutu egu aporo so oman Ghana se wo firi oman bi so na wo pebabi na odi sika akwa kwhye dwumadi a obenya mfaso obum de afiri mu a eye oman Ghana ye wofuma gudie gold koko enkuto fango nyina so oman yubi enti se wo ye oman bi na wo oman bi mu na wo pedwumadi nso ade sika bechi mo obenya mfaso de afiri mu a ene na eno a ene Ghana.
We find ourselves in a world that is more interconnected than ever before. Global markets are evolving at an unprecedented pace, and the dynamics of trade and investment are constantly changing. In this rapidly shifting landscape, it is essential for nations to identify strategic partners and create synergies that can drive sustainable growth. Our two countries possess complementary strengths that when combined can lead to remarkable achievements. The country's renowned and abundant natural resources, including gold, cocoa, shea nuts, and oil, coupled with its commitment to economic diversification and innovation, make it one of the most attractive destinations for foreign investments in Africa.
Ghana mampanya be di chire kasa biam de tudwa se Ghana na Colombia yet ye ho asase ye kan ho bomu ebebo madwadie ho nsem na tima konkan pa.
Both nations, Ghana and Colombia, have unique strengths and resources that when combined can lead to remarkable achievements in trade, investment, manufacturing, technology, transfer and knowledge sharing.
Na nkokra mu no so afọ hwa amro ne ho nsem kan so Urumanyamfo hyela Yakobo twi yenso kasa di tudwa senhye mu yi ebebo aman mi enu ni titiriw dwadie afam.
Today's gathering reflects a vital partnership between our two nations, a partnership built on mutual respect, shared values, and a commitment to fostering economic growth, cooperation, and development. It is a testament to the dedication of our governments to strengthen diplomatic and economic ties.
Iyeto akasi ebone so na abatuo komisa ahye se September bosome de etoso dumienu no omo eba betrotra manfo dia register wo mo afi no manya mfinhia no edun wotwe ene wo mo abibinti omantimi afom din anko abatuo ngumanim no omo ba be register wo mo eba so September bosome de etoso dumienu na eno na EC for hrem mu se registration exercise no ebekoso ewo mo district offices nkoa enam so ama amanyoku ahodo be enuma omo opposition mu akwa saman abato komisa ewo court sesa gina yesi omesini nyade omo ni omo eye adwen kwan bia so amanyoku num yi eye NDC amanyoku no afi Convention People's Party CPP amanyoku no All People's Congress Liberal Party of Ghana and afi Great Consolidated Popular Party omo no makom ho abomu a omakwa akwasaman abatuo komisa ewo Supreme Court ni omo kanyina ene se ejina yesi a abatuo komisa esi opese wo ye registration exercise no ewo mo district offices ne de nya de ebeboa amani padodo na etimi akwa akotro mu di anaso mbe register mu din e de akọ abatuo enwumanim enu nto mu kire mu court mramu bi na omo hwese abatuo komisa ebesesa na adwen enu ntinsem a aba no enie amanyoku ahodo num eye NDC Convention People's Party All People's Congress Liberal Party of Ghana and a Great Consolidated Popular Party omakomwa boma omakwa akosaman abato komisa.
Mbenfo pese ekowa saman hodo no ye disika bako eno nam so West African Monetary Zone mpenfo won be hyem ewo man Ghana mom ye meeting den won sasa adwen won hwe aman hodo ewo West Africa no sika sem se de ekofa ene kwan e be fa so na enyina yagye atumu ne ye disika bako
ne atoso aduana miensa West African Monetary Agency hyemu yi atumi abaso na weni baso wo man Ghana mu a Ghana ban asohwe o man Ghana sika ho nsem so o man Ghana sika kura be abatan Bank of Ghana wodo ntomabo West African Monetary Agency dia no West African Institute for Financial and Economic Management and West African Monetary Institute dia no a enhyemu yi atumi abaso ebobosumi ni de toso enum na enhyemu yi baso etuemu akwakosi ebobosumi ni de toso edu enum empenifo firaman bi etise Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, and Sierra Leone mua. Onyina no obabe piemu wonhyemu yase bia wonya no oto adwen kwana sa hodo obefa so a sika wonsem obebire matoye no ebetuma fa ne ntoma pa ede afra. Dwumadi ase no na kwanchefo panyine a woda West African Monetary Agency ekuo no ano Momodu Bamba Saho ekasa de ato mpenifo de da bibire ma hodo ano ene sika kora bia mpenifo de da ma hodo nso ano se wonka wotie mpam ho na West African Monetary Union no entimi mraso ankoba sadia abibire momenti mo ho ase abantugu ekoso no abibire mi yesi kasem ebehwe ase.
We find ourselves at a pivotal junction. The matters at hand, the capital of the Central Bank of West Africa, the pooling of reserves, and the establishment of a stabilization fund are not new to any of us. These topics have been the subject of rigorous debate in several prior meetings. While discussion is invaluable, the time for action is now. Let us not dissipate the groundwork that has been laid already. I urge each and every one of you to bring your expertise and collaborative spirit to the table today and in the next few days so that we may finally bring these critical issues to closure. The future of our monetary union depends on the decisions that we make, and it is imperative that we make them now to acknowledge the evolving geopolitical landscape that has recently commanded much of our collective attention. These developments, while external to our mandate at WAMA, have implications for the stability and the relevance of our monetary integration efforts. As democratic convergence increasingly becomes the focal point in the regional discourse, it is incumbent upon us to redouble our efforts to keep the spotlight on economic convergence.
Openyina be di echira wodo ma Ghana sika korabia batan Bank of Ghana no. Mami LC ado awazi enso kasa di tumpenfo anim se wonjumadi ahodo wo mama mu nyina mo hwe hunu se beboa na konkonya nsunsanso bia e wasase na wiemu bobere nso eso.
These are latent risks that somehow, because of the other pressing risks that we see, including from, in our case, government debt restructuring, including from the macro impact on loan books, there's a tendency not to pay close attention to this looming risk. But if you look a little closely, you'll begin to realize that this risk is already playing out. This risk is already playing out. We're seeing this we're seeing this play out in production levels in the agricultural sector, even in the cocoa sector, which is the mainstay of our economy. We're seeing this in pollution of our water bodies and of our land resources. And so this is already emerging, and the implications of all of these for banks' balance sheets is something that should not be lost on us. And if we are not careful, this is going to be a major crisis for us in the region. And so
as we are sharp pomodin and some so I and central for shimu and I'm so I'm openia with us to ye and no Onimunya for kwekwa jimai menu e dia to Ghana de hye nyina anim se emfa ho ni o how be asoye no FM no owogidie mapa se mampanyi anase aban eni so ade hu no wo se de be ya ahwe mapa ebetimi edru obi aboboa no ni nyina yenyamu akwanya no oso owogidie se enche be ye honom ama Ghana yapomodensem no afa ne ntuma pa efra.
The ministry has taken steps to improve training, recruitment and retention of health workers in line with government priorities for the health sector. Between 2019 and 2022, a total of 107,566 nurses were trained in close to about 90 training institutions that we have, apart from the universities and other private sector institutions. We have 90, but we put all the training together to bring us to the level of 107,566 nurses and midwives. This includes 40,734 at the certificate level. That is what we call the NACNAP. 61,275 at the diploma level, and 5,557 nurses at the degree level and beyond. The ministry further provided specialist training for some of these nurses and midwives, medical doctors and pharmacists. The ministry has employed and deployed 152,472 health professionals, the majority of whom were nurses. Despite these achievements, health worker migration remains the major challenge affecting staff retention. This has become a global phenomenon and not very unique to Ghana. We are, however, collaborating with the Minister of Labor on a migration policy in the sector to address the current and future issues. Just last month, our Food and Drugs Authority was designated as a regional center of regulatory excellence in vaccine regulatory oversight in Africa. This achievement and recognition align with the President's agenda to make Ghana a vaccine manufacturing hub for Africa. The equipping of Komfanochi Maternity, completion and equipping of Komfanochi Maternity and Children's Block with funding of 38.5 million from Dutch Bank. This is about 56% complete. That was the old Komfanochi Maternity Block that was 44 years old, uncompleted. We tackled it, and we are getting close to about half complete with that project. The Bolga Regional Hospital, that has also been there for a very long time. We are now around 96% complete. We left with fixing equipment, and soon that will also be commissioned. Construction and equipping of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, RAGE Phase 2, retooling of selected public health facilities across the country, accelerating TB case detection project Phase 2, redevelopment of Pantan Psychiatric Hospital, and maternal and child health services, and obstetrical emergency improvement project. Our way forward. We will continue to pursue service delivery interventions using the life course and One Health approach to achieve universal health coverage for all. We will strengthen the whole of government and whole of society approach to healthcare delivery. We will continue to build a better and efficient health system to respond to public health emergencies. And we will reposition the health workforce strategically for the completion of the Agenda 111 projects and manage the migration issues to the benefit of Ghanaians.
Aveyanko Acting Commissioner Adema National Insurance Commission Ura Michael Kofi Ando aswe opening kesi yakasa no de atudwa kire se adwadie be koso yie West Africa ma hodo no ntem ene Africa nyina na ho behia se insurance mra no ye hye no yie na West Africa anase ECOWAS ama hodo no obia agitum ode nsem we nyina atudwa ewo the 6th College of Insurance Supervisors Workshop ekoso ewo nkran no ase
Enefo polpolin so na mpenifo yi die si ho no mu a wona wakwadere won insurance modwuma ofira bibiri matoye ama hodo be ye nsia ene wode wani monyama be pie mu ewo dwumade ya se bi ewo enkran na mpenifo to adwen ko na sa hodo be fa so a insurance dwumade wa bibiri matoye no e be fa no ntoma pa e different na abo ma dwadie nsusu no atumi akoyie dwumade ya se no no opanyina wo hwe akiri se commissioner National Insurance Commission Ura Michael Kofi Ando wakasa da tudwa se hu behia se ma hodo wa bibire matoye no ye be ye nsesa wo ya mamra hodo mu na aboa ama insurance dwumadie e wa ma hodo so bibire matoye no e betima kwa ye pepepe na aboa ma dwadi nso na tima konkan Financial Integration of the West African Monetary Institute Suleimani Tor enso kasai di tudwa sense ye de bigu apono so pop so de bona insurance abibire matoya ma hodo so no etimi ye pepepe na so behwe wo chena abantugu akoso ha entokwa ekoso ha mentimo wase koso ha uchirim se sanse ye no ebe mana kachi ye pa.
For us, where we stand at West African monetary level, at WAMI's level, we are seeing cooperation from the commissioner, we are seeing cooperation for the central banks, at least the regulators side. Now, in each country, the regulators may have some specific issues or to discuss with the government. But I know that all the government needs to be involved to make sure that we have a environment that will allow the companies to grow in a more secure and sound way.
Iya homeso ni aji abuafo nkratu abayeba yebeto akase boneso. Ebusiafo yema munyina kwa ba yebetwa ensem ne so. Onimonyafo kwadwo ponkroma eswafo wona hwe enkrato nsem so. Opanyi akwa akopie mu ewo National Advertising Association Omo Africa Arising Conference so ewo enkraimantem hanum se no kopie honom no ena wode ato Ghana de hye nyina enim se yedwuma hodo ayeye no yemfani oman Ghana ho adanse se de beya yebetimi edu akire ena afin so wase yempenim de ento aso a ebetimi apagya yenwumanim ama oman Ghana yedru anim edi yedie ebebren.
The theorists define a brand as a product or service that is distinguishable from another and easy to communicate. But practitioners prefer to argue that a brand is only a promise of performance. A brand is as good as what it evokes or promises in the heart or minds of the consumer once mention is made of it. Future readiness connotes the preparedness today to respond to the challenges, opportunities, and characteristics of tomorrow. The concept of building refers to the process of iterating and working to erect or to complete. If we are to build a future-ready brand out of Brand Ghana, then all of us must be clear in our mind that we work for Brand Ghana. I should not think that I work for MPP. My friend should not think that she works for the NDC. The third person ought not to think that they work for the Church of Pentecost or the Ahmadiyya Muslim movement. We don't work for Asantes or Gonjes or Airways or Achims. We don't work for Kotoko or Hearts. We don't work for Absa Bank or ADB. We work for Brand Ghana. And we need to put the interest of Brand Ghana topmost in all that we do. For we as a people appear often more interested in self, in groups, than the national collective. We must do better in defining the purpose of Brand Ghana for all of us to identify with. We must do better in ensuring that the average Ghanaian has the same understanding of what we stand for as a nation. Just as corporate brands must define their purpose, we working for Brand Ghana and the nation must better articulate the overarching purpose. Our forebears enjoined us to focus on building a nation of freedom and justice. A Ghana where every person freely enjoys the benefits of a just society. I believe that this should serve as the fulcrum around which we define the norms of Brand Ghana. We should be loud on rewards and sanctions as we ask the private sector to do so. To build future-ready brands, we need to encourage the private sector to recognize and incentivize excellence while addressing obstacles properly, and we need to do the same in public service as well. It's something that we should embrace. Finally, innovation must be at the heart of public service delivery. Our institutions must make innovation and forward thinking the norm and not the exception. The story that says that this is how we do it in this organization must give way to the new story of this is how we ought to do it to be future ready. This is why the recent innovation of digitization of public services represents such a breath of fresh air, and we must all embrace it. It's also why those who resist innovation and fresh ideas in public service must be moved to make way for the forward thinkers who are keen to build future-ready brands. For example, at the Information Services Department, we are implementing a transformation program, and we are keen to move with those who are willing and ready to move with us. Those who are not will have themselves to blame, unfortunately.
Yetu akasi ebon so na yeko nana odene ho kwafo akoto a otoso mienu ono ane akomuhene na ohempoi adini manfo animu ama waye amamre ane amanie ama akwesida afahye no wadini kama ewo akwamu anu wo asojama mansinimu ewo mfimf apuemantamu na oswafo a ohwe apuemantam so onumunyamfo set Kwame Echampon eda nimu nyambe te chiri sanso no panin kese a no ene da National Youth Authority ano onumunyamfo Pius enam hagide won nyina ede wonu nyam kota adwumadi kese no echi
akwamuman yedi ko yanimu yi eno na yebutaya eda maniso abofra biara a wadu Emre soko school biano soko abo deuri abo aso wo hwa na yɛde obi aba sɛ owie school bɛ mfie miɛnsani a ɔtifie a ɔnkɔ school na wobɛhwɛ ne resource nso na resource ne ye menti ase saa dawuro yi me sambo bio sɛ obi biara emra na ɛyɛ wara wabrabɔ ɛho ne yɛdwene woba yɛbɛboa wo afutupa bi wɔ hɔ nso a yɛde bɛma wo na yɛtumi adirecte wo yie ananom akwamuman kankɔ na mesrɛ nananom akwamfo onim sɛ meyɛ nipa ɛnyɛ bibia a meyɛ ne bia ɛbɛtene wɔ nipa ani so so mesrɛ mo ani die mu mommoa me ɛnɛ yɛ memmerɛ sɛ akwamuman ɛbɛtu mpɔn sɛ bɛkɔ fa mu ɛyɛ me momfa mmoa me
nokwa nyame nim ɛnyɛ ne adi kan nie adai deɛ ɛyɛ wura ɔde ne ho ɛtai di adai paa na yɛyɛ kɛseɛ na afi bia ɔde ne kɛseɛ na afi deɛ so ɛsan yɛ soronko kakra adwumadie no ɔde bebree aka ho ne adi kan ɔyɛ black tie fundraising dinner ɛnura organize keep fit a yɛnante atiti apɔ mu ɛna ɛnɛ so nanom ahemfo a ɔmofi Chichi ni benche ebaye aban mu empanyin ebaye empanyifo akoko dan bebre ebaye a omo di omani onyam ebeta adwumadi na chi ni nyina ne se yewura akoman wura na adwumadi a odie eso obi ani educational fund o se ordinary asi se akwamuni bia ni Ghana ni bia wo asase Yesu ebetumi akosuku akodru ba bia ese fata
mehwe senia akwamfo a ewo omai mu nyina efiri finfin mantem ede kɔbono ene ahafo nyina ene mantem yankasa mu eye aduanafo a wo mantem yi mu ede won nim onyam abeta ada kese yechi ewa kwamufia na ye nhira amode no kɔ afɔkoto otoso miensa.
Ghana Export Promotion Authority for atrese hu behia se enioma yeye wo ye memu ayekra edeko adwaman so no yebehye mu kena se de beya ebetumi de mfaso bebre abre oman Ghana wose ye ne sa yesika sem toto ye a aye basa no ebetumi aso asene na wode sansem wenyina etudwa ewo Ghana Export Promotion Authority omo Exporters Forum a ekoso ewo enkranase.
Ghana Export Promotion Authority in Pen Focus de Tuja so my Ghana Dredia ni sika 7 bit ma fan ntoma pa di fra ene nema ye credit phone ko farmers ne hu be hia pass ye de hyegu aprosoliti mi kra dodo na e de konko farmers na bo ma sika 7 no atumi afa ntoma pa e di afra en pen fo chirim se wo biabie Ghana Trade House e won ko farmers ba bebo na Ghana ne madodo na ade wo sum de kokogu ho no na bo ma Ghana ye de mato ye ne madodo na dwumade ase no ene wo sofo de dwadie na mfidi dwuma so ye na no Urumanyafo Keti Hammond de kasade atompenfo a da export nyuma iku ahodo na no se won kaka wo timpam ho no won fa agemfo fombra ko na sa ahodo obefa so a yebetima kra na madodo na no na aboa Ghana sikasem.
The subject for today's discussion provides us the platform on which to reflect and measure the export capacity and potential of the country. It's also the occasion for us to reflect on our ability to compete at the global level. It's not an exaggeration or a denigration to say that we are not entirely players at the levels of the Asian Tigers or the European and the North American players. It seems to me that all the heavyweights, the local ones, the other stakeholders, the export ecosystem,
the Ghana Export Promotion Authority ano Dr. Fua Sabiasari enso kasai
nkoma ye di no na ye pese ye ma want ase Ghana Trade Houses a ya sha se ye biebie e wo amayaman so na ye di Kenya e na ye di sha ase Kenya ye di sha ase no ye wo west enti ye decide say yenko east na ye Kenya kro a one hinkro Nairobi na ye di yen shop ne koi into Ghana Trade House no I had to say Ghana shop a bibia onwa wo Ghana no ukọ hɔ a ubenye bi niema yeton wɔ ha a ye di kwama no ni gua sukoton a eyeye no ye di bia akọ good trade house hɔ eti so bi kɔ hɔ a otumi to bi ye pese private sector na eso say dwumayi mu because niema na ɛwɔ hɔ ni nyina mpo SMEs private sector small businesses and a worry it's any AGI for pa na area juma any Ministry of Foreign Affairs yen embassy ɛwɔ Kenya and ya kan bo ma ye read say juma sa na ye beka koye bi wo kro foforo so ebi nam kwen ma area ba ye be bia no sa nti ye ni private sector and na area say juma ye bie kwan ne ma won na private sector nso afem no wetumi e de ye niema ye ya nwen wo ha nkofo ni je ho papa yie no etimi de akwama no ni Ghana niema no for some reason from the center of the world ye niema denso ye were goodwill nkofo ni je ye niema ho akase na ye betumi de akokoko amayaman so na atena ho na nkofo enye bi
Abzanfo kase boy free UTV so ye besremo agenkato aba ye ba ensem nsie e beto aso amamo Esama Adesia kwa baba UTV kaseboyi eso yentu ansem so mane ademo eko dum eno kumase asante mantemu abansoro kese bia eto so miensa eno wo dum kumase no ebenfo ahyese yenwiri engu na sabro sen no manfo edidwa wase be bi kra apartment a manfo bi ete na de ntempenfo ahyese yenwiri engu ene se o chese abrosan no eni ahoden ti anhwe yi a nakubu ego manfo so
Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly mpanyinfo a technical committee kan engineers womo aka boma womo kire se owura BSc eye abrosantenten ewo edum ewo Kumasi wasante mantema na engineers ne ehwe senior abrosan wasi no womo kire se wanhwe yi a ede owie ne beba enti bua no mbebu abrosan egu womo akire mu se senior engineers womo nhyehyɛ ne esitie womo hwɛ sa abrosan a esi edum emfimfin KMF kire se womo amu a wanhwe ye ebebu egu na Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly Mayor Dano Runyamfo Sampan and afe engineers no mpanyimfo eden samtwerefo abepio na Mayor ekire mu say omonse sa omadwene ohwe senior edan city ne bua no mbebu
city no ye technical committee mpanimfo ye hwɛ sɛ baabi a obi atie obi aye n'adwuma no ɛyɛ baabi a emfa oyene ana atorete bia emma edan we say be huso ye development ye behwɛ ye ma technicians behwɛ omo ya assessment nipa no ankasa ni dan no ono anso commission engineers omo assessment ni akyere say dan ye very defective so no man lawyer for actual contractor bi ho no ankasa commission structural engineers so omo report to no back committee na nim no eso just say dan no e defective e betumi abu at any time ye di kan ba may ene e be say omo notice say omo enfrim na dan say the city no Omo Emma and committee no that's the special planning committee yenyira no yetu anamo se beba nyaba abekasa akiro omo e bi ehun say yes fata say ye ne sa e bi no to feel say that breast omo defend if you no say then when the usual Ghanaian attitude that will be feel say oh asem no me dey mfa me ho ana nkwa mo kire mo ho ana mo be say medjuma no that's some of the attitude but ye ba biem no na e betwa dan no ahia ye mo bi anya kwan e mam biem na dan ura no so no assembly on so no aba America because the committee need decision they say and then we say this nipa etrem say free home
eno echi na panyin pa woda eye physical planning department edema Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly owura ageni mboaten eso etwetwe nkomo ema ono so kire mu sei
edan bia wo niema esom ye ka bibi to say columns the ye can the pillars no any beams na a hold it down no ni nyina no assessment aye di kan ye no eche say aye week with little stress no a dining nyina betimi collapse since May yama tenants no notices say this is the state of the building obi antum film almost everyone yama obi notice yes the farm dino but unfortunately obi okro gilete na or notice na no atitim obi onso onye obi onso no say di watem o te dem enya ye bo kokose to free mu no aye atem didie but not without standing no June cry say newspaper publication or daily graphic and no ya babe mo final one in fact ya dream pa de na nke babe barricade but me your person na ni be head no hu ba bia ye free eba it next time e be ba no omo ba obi e na obetimi awura no shop makwa akodidwa e dan no ye defective.
Iyeko ahafo mantemu na Kenya se number 1, Kenya se number 2, Kenya se enafe hwidiem ahemfo wo honom e de aba betudwa se omobuafu aban pa enam meye hwidiem Kenya se kwan omoya se mpanyifo ato na jeje mu no enu ntu so omo se aban ama metoa so de a ombe ye oye kire kese e de etia no
Kenya se aya sutifi north mention no ahinkuru sanso na hwidiem nso aya sutifi south mention na ahinkuru ne free sutifi north Eko Sutifi South no beye brune kwansine 8.2 kilometers na kwan hwese na esia CS moni yansese e ka kire empenifo kire musa afie atwa mu na empenifo de kwan yima contractor senka contractor ne hwe na wonye kwan no emfa mo afentemu pepe peni contractor na bu na ketem e de afiri kwan no so wo yama hwedie man hene chairman na opoku chichiku afrense ntwerefo nhye mu gina so de ato obayanim se anya hwekra no nnuane e na efuma gudia o my Ghana saka e different Sutifi North na Sutifi South ne so pa intaban hwe so na won kwan no nsisi emfa mo
Uze ntine mase. Says can you 20 nyina mamo. Adenti na kwa no nyama yai. exception ni abanso en hye ko disika no akotua ka furo ba bi so a o ma ye hunu se ye ntiase se kwan ntia atua sika mamo na kwan ye nyeye ye mam certificate mo wie e ba se mo wie kan ya se ni hwidiem kwa no o ma ye mayen na mfata se ahafo region na kwa nye ye cross ye kwa so nye e ba ne sai ye no sai na me yan ka sentia na ye ni abre afu ya makwai dem ranche tawo machi pente awia na ye bedi o machi sa ba so na jiska kwa bosia ba bi so a o ma ye hunu na no mo ye na emwa o ma no nkoso mpuntu nkoso esa na matem ko yana ye hayen baka ya se futuro hwidiem futuro ba ne sai ye de na matem ye so ani mo hwe ye ka na ni kyenya ko job aban road minister esa mba kwan be kwan ma ye ne hotan ye sa ye besi no anya papa o kanya se hwidiem road no
oba na kwa be kasa wan kasa yie mrante ne babo ni tie mu nyina anse ma ye ne biri ma ye ko disi o de o ka kira anse ye ni mont any highways ya bona wo ko ni mont zero o mo de tues ka ma ko job uzu mu na o se sika aban de ma ni mont de ma no o wie na djuma sese amase se kwai obi oba nyem na do ko hidiem ya transfer no Africa nya hospital zemba no ko hidiem kura na uri be do hidiem kura na je se oba no kura se bi wa to no ko awu nanan mo emwaye amase se mran je kase tia na haya pa ko job ye be di buronya na o se se video de ko ni anim se e bia buronya du dia obi a kokko di buronya o ko aba bepem sa me ko video bu van video ni mai brebe na ko video bu he no abeto adu nti be bia ko video bu bia na eye ni mo ni aban no mo we no
enu achi no panyin na wo hwe akire se Kenya Sea Development Association president na ko sia jimayen so ka
etiatia enyi eje de yasi maye kan etiatia yasi se hu ko video enani kire ya wo kwan so a we bete wa gubonte so ebio ye the petition ko dan afo regional house of chiefs na ya bodu for copy ye the petition ba ko so ba ko da parliament
Jura bosumi twam ne de toso aduasa ba ko no ekosi August bosumi twam ne de toso mienu no na Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture womu etupu mu se afarefo e wo manmu womu ntimi enkopo chese bosom ba ko no mo ankopo na afarefo e wo Jamestown ene Gamasi chese ahokyira e de be down mo so no na enyagro
asore hwensu munam na nsuonso adwumadie so aye ne sa fibia mu no be bosome ba ko e de si hodom na wa bra pokọ na aboa maso yi tablo no firi hodom nsu munam na tima ba dodo na ma afarefo nso wonya nam dodo na UTV kase boy kokopie mu Jamestown Gamashi adehye ne kasa yi mu na wo chirim se sansese aban no de aba no ohu hia ene mfaso obi anso e de abo na bra boso nti wo srese be ya sansese no
nsusu mo ganjo moji ne ke nsho ngamo ne stani government agie egbeja no to kwa mi eji egbejanto ko ni ba ni na kechi ni chumo lo ba ni ba stop ni ke fishing trawlers ni ya gina me ke tu ni show me ka me fale na me on show me stop am ko ni ke light le no aso na ke gbe olo enwe le won ni stop ko ni kwa na ka je me le bo ni egbejanto yo ake te e ba no le te ene ngan show ke ni attack le enwe te yo le te
ta ba yo mo ni na ke ngan show ni o mo mi na ke ngan show ni na kan bia mi jibe ni wo na bi ba ni amechuri na me na mishika na bangan show first go wole me ko menyi amekwa me bi na me askun shibia na mo fe mo na ga show lelen ka onyo wo bi o bi etelejo ko pono onyo wo ko school gbe wo se ba nye ye bo abu mishika no no ba chuke je show na do ba na do ka pay obi school fees mishika ba lo ana lo ka na lo de mishika ba nye ba na na lo na gbe no be me na ga ngan show wo na gba kan wo agana kan bia mi ji mo nshika ata omo
ye mpese o mbetum biom omo nja because omo sisi omo launch fo no omo ye adwuma no omo nam no omo pese omo nto no omo nyaska wow no sisi de yanja
omo ye wo fe go na nga this year ne wona lo bi ko me de ke poe na gbele so wona ko lo ko mi bibi o ko me poe then was season ni August 10 wo ke na lo ke July was season June July August na kan season ne ko nga show ni July ji May season July no ba nga show on water shimmy way. On a first go poker bang shop about and our biogonian to Ganibi. She be an emo baby was on the parent, I go away woman. No baby is on it. She banana make a queer, the flatcher, jump from Jibulu. You won't cover like I won't see I'm banana bang and choco, one mammy. In blah, when your pets will be a school fees. Shan war for poor which woman po. What now look on Obama or Wawumo, she know the more. Number why you poor now. Be an only bow on IG. Kay beba ngan show. Eba chuno no poten de dumo. No ngan show.
Sikana mikitano. Sabi kita 300 na midibai. Nsi mito 2 million. Nsi dia minyano emusi 1.5. Ha. Nsu mizu dia kano assist Ghana nti na miti hana.
I say na kwe on and off. Etoda ye ba yenya. Etoda nso ye ba yenya. Enti no e depend na mo na obenya no say onu nya bebre na price no mo ateso man. Se mo nya bebre so bia mo tetena bia mo nyom petrol ska no so a na se mo so mo ton abo de se bia mo so benya on petrol ska. If say no government fuel no man tentem de se no mo koto car mo de na o mo de akopo so kan na nka government de ne de ban tentem no the price no e fom kakra ti na mo so ba mo so mutumi jeje mo ma ye nyina nya bi to.
Come say, and then the senior national soccer team, the Black Stars of Ghana, are qualified for next year African Cup of Nations. Bekoso or La Côte d'Ivoire, and next AFCON de Ghana. A Kwambia so ye Kwajiaba, and then you Central African Republic. A Kamyenu, Momenti Kenembako, Okumase, Babayara Sports Stadium. Kudus Mohammed, and a Nyama, and a Shea Goose no Mayen, the Kumasi 4 yard. The way Santa Foko Shea Stadium, oh my yard pa. Yamo Black Stars team in Swabaso, oh my yard. So, oh my yard. Beginning in the na I am to share a crowd and so, oh my chum to me. Oh my chum to me. And the captain on the day you, and it team Nina, Yaboma Basso, Ghana Football Association, so my yard. Racket to crack in team my yard, see it me qualify for next year FCOM. No Monto Tonyama, now you call next year, dear. Yangi trophy in Bryson, Ghana over 40 years ni. AFCON, yenye trophy no be a year. My faseda, perfect man kaftan. Oh, I was young and you mattered and FFA. Perfect man kaftan, no. First in Phillips Enterprise, Nekotodie, 0244 147212.
And then so say West Closet and a share me at a deal bit me a fresh say wa it was 0243 508 635 0243 508 635. Abana Bay Yen, enemy name.